Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Team Fit2bFree's 5-day sneak peek into Beachbody coaching. Some of you may have a good idea of how this business works, and some of you don't know anything about it. So I'm here to review those details with you and answer some of those questions at the end. So please feel free to ask those questions in the chat bar throughout this Zoom call, or to type them into the Zoom call and we can address them at the end. My name is Melanie Einen. I am a Diamond Beachbody coach. I've been in this business for about 1.5 years. I have a rocking team of coaches who are here to work their business and are committed to helping people feel fit and healthy and live a happier lifestyle and live their life by their own design. I run my own team calls and challenge groups. All that information is in my team page once you join the team. You also will get access to all of my templates and different forms that I use to make sure that my team is on track. Team Fit2bFree is a part of the Dream Team, which is one of the fastest and largest growing teams in all of Beachbody. The Dream Team, if you've not heard of it before, is led by Melanie Mitro. And Melanie Mitro is the top coach for this year so far in 2015, which could change, but I don't think it will. And she was the top coach in all of 2014. So if you decide to become a Beachbody coach, you are joining an award-winning team. We have systems and platforms in place to make you successful. A little bit more about me. So I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a crazy little 2-year-old who keeps me on my tippy toes every single day. I am a wife of a husband who travels a lot, so sometimes I struggle with feeling like I'm a single mother. So setting my own business hours is very crucial for myself. I have a degree in graphic design, have a lot of marketing background. I've completed many different Beachbody programs, everything from T25, 21-day fix, 3-day refresh, PIO. I have dabbled around a little bit in some Body Beast, some size, and now some P90X3. After the birth of my son, who was my first and only so far, I suffered some pretty nasty anxiety and was later diagnosed with some postpartum depression. And not just Beachbody coaching, but the challenge groups and being in a positive atmosphere and in an environment that encouraged me to only be better every day, not just in my own health and fitness, but from a personal standpoint, was something that I knew I wanted to be a part of. You know, looking back through my own history, I know I've always suffered from emotional eating, so I wanted to get that into control. In 2014, I incorporated clean eating, working out, and challenge groups. I had the most success I'd ever had in my whole life with sticking to a program, committed, being disciplined, and giving it all I had. So I knew I wanted to become a coach. I wanted to pass this on to everybody and anybody that I came across, especially people like me that I wanted to help. So I'm dreaming big. I'm never giving up. And I am in this for the long haul. And I am here to support you guys and to give you successful business tips and lead you to the top as well. These are just some pictures. There I'm 38 weeks pregnant. You can see I was massive. I looked like I was carrying twins. I suffered from a lot of edema, and I had about 35 to 40 pounds of water weight on me, and had preeclampsia at the end. So had some, leading up to my pregnancy, I was healthy, but they knew I had a big baby, didn't have gestational diabetes. He ended up being 10 pounds, 5 ounces, if you can tell by that picture. He's a beautiful, healthy baby boy, but let me tell you, I was happy for that C-section. Focus T25 was my first challenge group. I did awesome, had fantastic results. And 3-day refresh was another program that I did and had great results, and just wanted to share those images with everybody. I wanted to dig a little deeper. Most of you probably know about Shakeology. Some of you may not. Shakeology literally saved my life. I had so much anxiety over my health, feeling out of control. As you can see, my original cholesterol numbers were like 226. And that was back in 2011. So prior to me being pregnant, prior to me giving birth, I was struggling with cholesterol, and I had done Weight Watchers, and I had done other programs, and I'm not here to knock Weight Watchers. I think it's a fantastic program. But for me personally, where I struggled with Weight Watchers was I didn't have the control of myself to not eat those 100-calorie packs of Twinkies. If I was told I could have them, I was eating them, and had so many processed things in it, artificial sweeteners. My triglycerides were horrible. And as you can see in 2013, after the birth of my son, they skyrocketed. They were in the 200s, which is not good. So at that point, I was eating clean. I was working out in that September of 2013 with those high triglycerides. I was getting pretty good control of my diet. But then I started drinking Shakeology. And not only has it given me energy, not only has it allowed me to curb my sweet cravings and feel full, it allowed me to not get on medication. I was borderline for years, about to get on medication. My doctor said enough's enough. They wanted to put me on that medication, and I said, no, I'm trying everything in the book, and I did, and nothing worked until I had like the trifecta, the clean eating, the Shakeology, and working out. And it saved my life 110%. You can see my cholesterol was lowered by 62 points. I increased my good cholesterol by 5 points. I lowered my bad cholesterol by 50 points, and my triglycerides were lowered by 83 points, guys. That is crazy. So, if you have any kind of cholesterol or triglyceride problems or anything like that, please talk to me. I would love to talk to you about this in a little bit more detail. But that's just my story of Shakeology. So this is kind of the craziness that I was doing, trying to take control of my health. I had bought tons and tons and tons of supplements. And you may not know any of these supplements on here. Some of them you may. Most of them I tried to get all natural, which means I was paying like out the wazoo for vitamins. They were super expensive. They were like all natural. They had no additives, no caramel coloring, and all that stuff. But I was taking red yeast rice, B12, taking all these things that were supposed to help me with my cholesterol, and they didn't do anything. But as you can see, I was spending like $250 in vitamins. So once I started incorporating my $5 a meal plus fish oil, I was doing fantastic. So once again, if you ever want to talk about Shakeology, please message me. I would love to chat. So you may be asking yourself, what is Beachbody? I don't know how much you guys know about Beachbody, but in a nutshell, it was founded in 1998 by John Congdon and Carl Deichler. You'll hear those names a lot if you get into this business. We are a direct marketing company, and we do come up with direct, effective solutions for weight loss. So you may have heard of some of the most famous ones like P90X, Turbo Fire, Insanity, Body Beast, Brazil Butt Lift is an oldie buddy goodie, Combat, Pump, those are big ones that are popular in some of the gyms. A lot of our Beachbody coaches can become certified in these programs, and that's where that Combat and Pump and Turbo Fire and Insanity, you may have taken those classes at your local gym, so it's the same thing. We provide fitness programs for every ability level, all the way from Tai Chi to Insanity, which is insane. So anything from 10-minute trainer that's a 10-minute workout to an hour-long intense military-style workout. We also have programs like Beachbody Ultimate Reset, which focuses on no working out, and that is for people that may not be able to work out or they just want to reset their body. But it's basically a 3-week phase, a 21-day phase of resetting your body with all the right foods. We are a network of coaches created about 5 years ago. We have a peer-to-peer support and weight loss and exercise programs. So meaning everybody that buys these programs is hooked up with a Beachbody coach so they can have that support. And Beachbody is a network marketing company, which means you earn through direct and team sales. So now the big question is, what is a coach? What does a coach do? So I can tell you personally, I never saw myself as a coach. I never in a million years saw myself as something being focused on health and fitness. I was never an athlete. So a coach is not a fitness expert. It's not a personal trainer, but it can be. That's to your benefit. Not a nutritionist, but it can be. And that's also to your benefit. Doesn't necessarily have to be at their goal weight or at their goal body. We are normal people. We have flaws. We make mistakes. We want to be healthy and happy and spread that to other people. We are people who are dedicated to helping others. We have motivation and drive. We drink our Shakeology and work out every day. And we lead by example. And when we make those mistakes, we share them. We say, hey, it's Saturday morning. I say it's Saturday morning. My husband's home and we wanted to have pancakes for breakfast. And we do. And I talk about that because we live by the 80-20 rule. You don't have to eat clean all the time, but eat clean most of the time and have those cheat meals. That's why this program has worked great for me. So just a couple little images here to show you things that you could possibly see on a Beachbody coach's Facebook page, transformation pictures, sharing food ideas and food recipes, and color-coded baggies to help keep you on track. These are just simple things that we do as coaches to share our story and our success and to share tips. So I know you all want to know, how do you make money? You make a 25% commission from everything purchased through your site. So that's challenge packs that you sell, which is a workout plus Shakeology. You also would get it on any just plain program or product that you would sell. You also would make a bulk of your money once you start growing your team on cycle and team bonuses. That means the more your customers and your coaches are selling, you will make money. You don't make a commission off of them, but you'll make money on how much they're selling on their volume. And once you decide to coach, we can talk about that in all more details, or if you have more questions, we can talk about that at the end. But the other awesome part is you get 25% discount on the products you purchase. So your Shakeology is at 25% off. Your workout DVDs are at 25% off. Your supplements and any other things that you want to purchase are 25% off. There's also lots of incentives in being a coach. There are success trips for the top 10 people in Beachbody. Last year, they went to Italy. This year, they went to, I believe it was Paris. So the top 10 coaches and their spouses are paid to go first class to that destination. It's a big group retreat. We also hold leadership retreats within the teams. So that allows you to have direct access to Melanie Mitra and myself, Val Bazo, who's the leader of Legacy United, and other top coaches to pick their brain, to talk, have a couple cocktails, have a girls' weekend, get your mommy time out, and ask those questions. There is also a Success Club trip every year. It's usually in March. This year they are taking the Oasis of the Seas out. And by every time you sell something, you can get cruise dollars or reward dollars towards your vacation, and it would be totally paid for. We also have Coach Summit, which this year was in Nashville. And for me, it was my first one that I went to. I was told, hey, if you want to grow your business, you go to this, you make it non-negotiable. And I did that. And I can't tell you how happy I am that I, in the first couple months of my business, made that decision. It changed my life. I met amazing people. I got great training and support. And I am ready and signed up for next year, which is going to be in Nashville again. We also have Super Saturday events. Those are held quarterly in most major cities and some small towns as well. It's basically a corporate training that's given out to somebody from Beachbody and usually has a workout, a live workout. Sometimes there's a celebrity trainer there, but it's just a great networking event to be around other coaches and get ideas, and it's just a day out and a whole lot of fun. Every time you rank advance, you also get all kinds of fun apparel from Beachbody. And Also, another big thing is in your first 3 months of coaching, there's a wonderful program called Success Starters. And that means if you hit Success Club 5 or higher your first 3 months, you will get a free ticket to Coach Summit. So that is phenomenal. So if you sign up May 26th, you would get you could go May, June, July, or June, July, and August. You can count that first month or not count that first month. But that following month would be your next month to count. So if you're thinking of signing up and you want to really run this business, I would highly, highly, highly suggest you get a strategy in place with your coach first so you can hit that Success Club those first 3 months and get your free Coach Summit ticket, because it is a experience of a lifetime. So now that I've talked a little bit about my team, which is Team Fit2bFree, you might be asking yourself, what really is the dream team? So I told you it's one of the fastest growing teams in all of Beachbody. So it is the #1 team, but everybody on this team they're not people just like myself, stay-at-home moms. There are single moms, there's mothers, there's daughters, there's fathers, there's doctors, lawyers, fit families in this, but everybody is so successful and driven and passionate. And we have military people in here, which, by the way, if you're military, active military or honorably discharged, you get free coaching fees, which you can talk to your coach about that. But this is a solid support system that we have in place. So what can you expect on the Dream Team and on Team Fit2bFree? And how are we really different from all the other teams in Beachbody? So having Melanie Mitro as our upline and coach, we have big time, awesome team building trainings and retreats that are accessible to us. Close support, Facebook groups and push groups and challenge groups with Melanie Mitro to have that support. We have those weekly Monday night team calls with her that are always recorded if you can't make the call. We have guest speakers that she brings in, leadership trainings, but I can tell you right now, this team is not about pressuring to sell. You can be a discount coach or you can be a 6-figure plus earner. This team and my team, Team Fit2bFree, are what you want to make of it. So, how do you create a life by design? You want to set your own work hours and intensity. This is a good picture of Melanie Mitro just hanging out at home in her workout clothes and yoga pants, and that's her day at the office. A lot of us love our jobs, and your goal may not be to quit your job, but wouldn't it be nice to have your own hours and set your own rules? I think a lot of us would say yes. So how do you make coaching official? If this is something that you want to do, you would want to buy a challenge pack if you have not done that already, because your coaching fee is waived. You can talk to your coach or the person that invited you here and discuss that with them. If you've already purchased a challenge pack or you don't have the money to purchase a challenge pack, you can discuss with them paying the $40 coach sign-up fee and get your Shakeology home direct. As I said before, the military discount, that is for active duty military and honorably discharged. If you are a wife and your husband's military or vice versa, you can piggyback off of them and get that one free account. So that's definitely something you can do. So make sure you talk to the person that invited you here and discuss these options with them. So in the next 24 hours, the person who invited you here is going to follow up and ask you, which option appeals to you, coach or customer? Does Team Beachbody feel like a fit that could help you achieve your goals? And what did you like about the presentation? What caught your eye? What really related to you? So please take some time and think about, what can becoming a coach do for you? Who can you help? And what are your goals and dreams? I'm not talking, how much money you want to make or how much debt you want to pay off, but what are some dream vacations you would like to take? What do you envision for your family? Some of you might want to pay your mortgage off. That's one of my big goals right now. We just bought a house, so that is my biggest goal. So as I mentioned earlier, there's no pressure in this team. This is your business, which means these are your rules. You can be a discount coach, which means you get your Shakeology, you don't have to sell anything, and you pay your $16 a month coaching fees, and you get that 25% off your products. You can be a hobby coach. You may have a full-time corporate job, but you love the products, and you enjoy sharing them with others, and you enjoy earning that extra income to pay for your Shakeology and your programs. And maybe for Christmas this year, you are a hobby coach and you save up several $100s to pay for Christmas in cash. Wouldn't that be nice, rather than charging it and being all stressed out in January having to pay for it? And that means you're just doing the things you love doing, which is working out and drinking your Shakeology. You can be a business builder. That means you're like myself. You got into this, you were all in. You want to build a life of freedom, you want to help others, and you want to grow a team that is doing the same. Or you can be somewhere in between all of these. That's okay too. Sometimes it changes. So I want you all to dream big. And your call to action is, why do you want to be a Beachbody coach? You came to this call and into this sneak peek for a reason. What drew you here? What allowed you to think outside of the box and think, hey, you know what? I could be a Beachbody coach. Because I'll tell you what, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, never in a million years would I have ever imagined this is where I would be today. Working from home, spending time with this little pumpkin that's on my screen here. So I am very thankful for this opportunity to work from home. I now am at a stage in my career where I can pay for sending my son to preschool at an early age so he gets some extra early education. I am at a place in my career where my income is going towards paying off our debt on our house and going towards bills, which makes me feel great. I was always a stay-at-home mom that I wasn't contributing financially, and for me that was hard. I never felt like I had my own money, and I wanted some of my own freedom. So those are all things that I have gained from this. So now I would love to know everybody's questions. And we can do a face-to-face here. You can ask some questions, and I encourage them. No question is a bad question. So here we go. Go ahead.